What is up, guys? Welcome to Cinco Symposium. All right, we got a Chinese spy balloon flying over the United States, and it doesn't seem like we can do anything to stop it. I've been hearing about this all day while I was at work, and so here's a story from CNN, so that way you know it's true. It's not fake news. Before we get into this, hit that like button, share the video, subscribe, help me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're well on our way there. Comment, let me know what you think about this, but it's just an interesting story. I mean, things are heating up in the world. We got the war in Ukraine, Russia, nuclear war you're on the brink of nuclear war. The doomsday clock is set at 90 seconds, and now we got Chinese spy balloons flying right over the United States, So here we go. A suspected Chinese surveillance balloon is flying about 60,000 feet above the United States, according to the Pentagon. To put in perspective, that's in a stratosphere about 18,000 feet higher than where commercial airplanes fly. Okay. So here's a picture of it. I mean, it almost looks like a satellite thing just hooked up to a balloon. It's just a balloon. That's all it is. Officials are still tracking a suspected Chinese spy balloon as it travels across the United States. The Pentagon said it does not currently pose a threat and that it is expected to remain over the U.S. for the next couple of days. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken postponed his trip to China this weekend in light of the incident, which he's called a clear violation of our sovereignty, but said lines of communication will remain open. Okay. So, let's read about the balloon. The balloon was about 60,000 feet above the central continental U.S. Friday. It was moving east. The balloon has the ability to maneuver, so it seems like they're controlling it. He also flatly denied the Chinese government's claim that the balloon serves a civilian research purpose, saying that the U.S. knows it's a surveillance balloon. All right. U.S. response. The Pentagon said the balloon currently does not pose a military or political threat. Officials have assessed that shooting it down could create debris that hurt people on the ground, according to Reuters. But that's not to say that it couldn't be shot down eventually. So, it's just so funny. You got to question, what are the capabilities of this thing? Because it's kind of it's a weird situation. I mean, obviously the Chinese has satellites that orbit the Earth, and at different points, it's got to be taking pictures and doing things. But you got to wonder, what is this doing? Is this getting better shots? Does this have a better understanding? Is it able to pick up things that satellites can't? But it kind of makes us seem weak that we can't do anything. There was a video I saw somewhere on a video that there was something that was shot down, or it was an explosion in Alaska. But I'm not sure if that was a balloon or not. It hasn't been confirmed. But it seems like this just able to fly over our country. That China could just put up a balloon and have it fly over our country, and we did nothing to stop it. I don't know. It makes it seem like in a weak position. It seems like we could have done something to get it down without it hurting people. I love this meme. This is great. Almost $1 trillion in annual military spending. And it just was, oh dang, my face is in the way. But it's a guy with a shotgun, with a big balloon, is able to we can't take it down. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. This is weird. It seems like that we're in a weak position when we can't take down a balloon that's flying over us from other country. There's only one way I see out, that we could answer in kind. We need to create 10,000 of these balloons, and we just need to be flying them all over China. We need to send it, go 60,000 feet, and just make a whole line, just a balloon party going over China, and just, show them, all right, you want to send balloons over us? We're going to send balloons over you. But I mean, all jokes aside, this seems pretty serious. Even the one guy saying it, this is a violation of our sovereignty. You got them flying in our airspace, unannounced, uninvited. That's kind of, we're pushing our ways to acts of war. What would we do if we started flying, unwelcomed objects, whether it be a balloon or aircraft or anything, into Chinese airspace? They'd shoot it down. And what would we say at that point? Okay, war's on. What would we do? I don't know, man. It's just, it seems like things are escalating and tensions are keep continuing to rise, and something's eventually going to happen. So what's going to be our answer to this? What are we going to do back? if we didn't already shoot the balloon down and we get rid of it. And then there's supposedly another one coming up from Latin America. So how are we going to respond? You know, what are we going to say to China? Like, what are we going to do? I don't know. These are all big questions. I say that's my plan. We should just make a bunch of whole balloons and send them over to China and see how they react, see what they do. That'd be the funny response, at least anyways. It'd make us seem less weak. But we just had a Chinese balloon fly over us for a whole day, and we just kind of let it happen. Like, all right, well, whatever. I don't know. It's an interesting situation. Because you don't know exactly what the capabilities of the balloon are, what it was doing, but it doesn't seem good. It seems like it's a bad thing. Seems like things are escalating. Seems things like that we're pushing closer and closer to some type of conflict with China, with Russia. So I don't know. The future is uncertain. I think the future is going to be exciting, though. In the near future, it's going to be exciting. So buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you think about this whole balloon escapade. Please hit that like button. And until next time, y'all have a great day.